What else is new? What else is new? We got our butts handed to us by the 49ers yet again for the third time, this time in a blowout. It wasn't even close. It never was close. The defense looked like straight trash. I wish I could say trash in 100 different languages because that's how bad the defense was. And the offense wasn't any better. Same old crap. Dak Prescott, man, as one of the biggest supporters of Dak Prescott, you've seen it on this channel and you've seen it in other places that I've, tried to entertain you guys. Yeah, that confidence is not the same anymore. Yeah, and I'm thinking it might be time for Dak to find a new home. And because it's not about his ability so much that we focus on the interceptions and all that, because other quarterbacks throw interceptions and they don't nearly get the same amount of press because they're not the Dallas Cowboys quarterback. But beyond that point, we've reached a ceiling with this current staff of coaches and this current group of players. Clearly, the ceiling is San Francisco. That's it. If you can't get past that ceiling, then it's time to shake things up. It's time to break things up. Maybe potentially look at making some moves at the quarterback position. Yes, you can't do anything this year. You're handicapped. But in the future, being that Dak is due for an extension, you have to entertain some moves for him and maybe get back some good pieces. Maybe a team out there will want Dak, and you can get something really good for him to fill out the team and the holes that you have, because there's still a lot of holes. A lot of them. That defensive line is just not good. And that offensive line is struggling because they're hurt. A lot of guys are out. Ty Smith out. Tyler Smith, his backup is out. You got all the guys in the interior. Zach is battling injuries. Biotish is battling injuries. It's a mess. But yet and still, it doesn't excuse Dak Prescott. The excuses are done. I said this coming into this season. No more excuses for Dak. You got to get it done, bruh. Are you him or are you not him? And lately, since the leg injury, since he snapped his leg in half, he has not been the same quarterback. That's the reality. The confidence isn't there. It was a time where I believed in Dak Prescott a lot when it came to coming back from behind, in big games or in games that we didn't really have a chance. That confidence is gone. I don't think he even has that confidence anymore. Everything has to go right for this guy in order to have a good game. That's where the problem lies. You have to step it up at some point. If you're a top 10, top 12 quarterback in this league, you got to put up the numbers and you have to do something with the urgency. It's bad all around. I'm not even mad because I'm not really surprised because this is just commonplace for this team. They always show up small when it really matters. And at the end of the day, as a Dallas Cowboy fan, a lifelong fan, I am no longer in any way possible believing in this team until I see action. I got to see action and I got to see results. I'm done with the the pie in the sky and all that crap. It's time to have results. And right now, those results aren't nowhere near in sight with Mike McCarthy. He can't beat San Francisco. He couldn't even beat San Francisco when he was in Green Bay with Aaron Rodgers. So that's clear as day. 3 cracks at it, and you can't do it. You can't get it done. Time to go. That rivalry in college? I'm just going to give you an analogy. It's like Michigan versus Ohio State, right? And those two teams want to beat each other. And one of those teams has had the better part or the better end of that battle for years, and that's Ohio State. And the big part of being a Michigan quarterback, a Wolverine quarterback, and a Wolverine head coach is to beat the Buckeyes. And it doesn't matter how many victories you have. If you don't beat the rival team, then you don't have a job. And that's right now what's happening with Mike McCarthy and Dak Prescott. Those two are going to find themselves out of a job after the season if they can't get it together. That's just the reality. And I'm in full support of that change if it was to come to pass. Other than that, I don't really got nothing else to say. What else is it to say? We've seen this before. Now the question is, what next? And what's to come now after this? I don't know. But it sucks.